I always loved the playground near my house. It was a sprawling area with swings, slides, and a jungle gym, all nestled within a dense thicket of trees. During the day, it was a place of laughter and fun, but at night, it transformed into something sinister. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, I found myself wandering towards the playground. The moon hung low in the sky, casting eerie shadows across the equipment. Despite the darkness, I felt drawn to the playground, a curious pull that I couldn't resist. As I stepped onto the worn rubber surface, a chill crept down my spine. The swing swayed gently in the breeze, creaking ominously. Ignoring the unease settling in my stomach, I made my way to the jungle gym, the metal bars glinting in the moonlight. I climbed to the top, the cold metal biting into my palms. From my vantage point, I could see the entire playground, shrouded in darkness. But then, something caught my eye. A figure standing among the trees, its shape shifting and twisting in the shadows. Heart pounding, I scrambled down from the jungle gym and stumbled backwards. The figure moved closer, its movements jerky and unnatural. Panic seized me as I turned to run, but a voice echoed in my mind, freezing me in place. Stay. The word reverberated through my skull, sending shivers down my spine. I tried to scream, but no sound escaped my lips. The figure drew nearer, its features still obscured by darkness. With every step it took, the air grew colder, thick with an otherworldly presence. I could feel its gaze upon me, cold and unrelenting. Desperation clawed at my chest as I fought to break free from its hold. But then, a faint whisper echoed through the darkness, a name barely audible above the howling wind. It was my name, spoken with a familiarity that sent a chill down my spine. In that moment, the figure stepped into the moonlight, revealing its true form, a twisted, grotesque mockery of humanity. Its eyes glowed with an unnatural light as it reached out to me, fingers curling into claws. I closed my eyes, bracing for the inevitable, but instead of pain, I felt a strange warmth enveloping me. When I opened my eyes again, the figure was gone, leaving me alone in the darkness. Trembling, I stumbled away from the playground, the memory of that night haunting me long after I returned home. I tried to convince myself it was just a trick of the imagination, a nightmare brought on by the darkness. But as the days passed, strange things began to happen. Objects moved on their own, whispers echoed through the empty rooms of my house, and shadows danced in the corners of my vision. I tried to ignore it, to pretend that everything was normal, but the feeling of unease only grew stronger. It was as if the darkness had seeped into my very soul, twisting and contorting until I no longer recognized myself. And then, one night, as I lay in bed, I heard it, the sound of laughter, echoing through the darkness. It was the laughter of children, innocent and carefree, yet somehow filled with a sense of malice. I followed the sound, drawn once again to the playground, but this time, it was different. The swings swung empty, the slides loomed like gaping mouths, and the jungle gym stood tall and imposing against the night sky. And there, in the center of it all, stood the figure from that fateful night. Its eyes gleamed with malevolence as it reached out to me, a twisted smile spreading across its lips. With a sinking heart, I realized the truth. The playground was haunted, and I was its latest victim. And as the darkness closed in around me, I knew that I would never escape its clutches.